Ivan, congratulations. 3 wins in a row now. But given that you've lost your last 4 games against the Bulls and they haven't lost you in 8 games, just how special was today's performance for you?
Yeah, thank you. I'm really proud of the effort. We really worked hard the last month to get at a level where we hope we can compete. Like I said, I think the last one was 23 with a really special performance from Sanele. So really happy for the win. Happy for the guys who've worked really hard. It's special.
And I mean, just the way you guys defended, and especially the way you guys really tore into the breakdowns, showed that the guys were really up for this game today, weren't they?
Yeah, if you're not physically up against the Bulls or your set piece is not functioning, they'll probably tear you apart. So obviously a big focus point from us this week was physicality and set piece. Still saying that I think we allowed 4 first base tries against them. So not good enough from us. So I think we're two line-outs, a kickoff, and a maul. So I think our general defense was good. I think our general work rate was good. Obviously from first base we need a bit of work then.
And you guys also seem to kick a lot better than the Bulls did. Both long kicks, but also those little grubbers also caused the Bulls' defence a lot of problems.
If you're just going to kick it long against Willie, he's going to put punish you. Same with Strubino, same with Sebastian, when they had to move. And no disrespect to the centres, but I mean, Jeswell, his speed is exceptional. So again, if you're just going to kick it long and sit back and allow them to run at you or counter or kick it, that's their strength as well. So we had to make a plan to see if we can catch them under pressure while we're going forward.
As jy het breakdown baie goed getarget en baie goed vinnig gespeel, amper so 'n all-black tipe van gameplan. Is dit een wat hulle getarget het en dan die ander ding net 'n paar woorde oor Chris Smith, hy baie goed gedoen.
Ek dink dit was spesifiek, sorry, is Afrikaans fyn.
Ja. Dis betoning.
Ek bly ook hier so soos so nee, ek dink dit is iets spesifiek wat ons getarget het vir point of difference in die game nie, maar ons werk hard aan ons verdedigende breakdown, ons werk hard aan ons attacking breakdown. Ek dink die bulle wil ook bietjie meer bal in hand speel, so dit offer jy 'n bietjie meer geleenthede. As dalk histories. Ook gesê hoe die wedstryd gebeur en as dit dinamies raak en as dit daai tipe game raak. Ons probeer nogal hard prep rondom dit. So ek's bly vandag is dit 'n punt van verskil. En dan ek het voor die game gehad het te sê vir Chris welkom by sy ou huis. En dit het gewys, net sy rustigheid. Ken die veld, ken die omstandighede. As nie seker is wat anders nie, kry maniere om ons vorentoe te vat met druk. So sy rustigheid was goed geweest vandag.
Coach, today you guys seem to be comfortable playing without the ball. Was that more of a tactical approach to this game? And I mean, from the last game, you guys were more conservative. Is this now a new sort of like edge to this Lions team?
Again, with the speed of the Bulls, if you risk it too much in certain areas of the field, they're too quick to catch. They're too quick to form another breakdown to find another way of stopping them. So I won't say it's a new way. It worked today, and in the game we made. And again, credit to Chris and Nico and Kieran and them. The feeling and the understanding and the comms between us and them of what pictures we're getting, how can we exploit and apply pressure. So to say it's the new way, I think it's for the game we find a way, and I'm really happy with that.
The first 10 minutes, do you think the ability to stop the Bulls from scoring, do you feel like that really lifted your boys and really put them up for a defensive effort today?
Yeah, I believe so. We put a massive emphasis on starting well, because again, if you give the Bulls a good start, it feels like the set piece is functioning better. It feels like the counter is working. It feels like the king game is working. And a lot of the times it's maybe just Loftus and a perception of pressure. But we had a big focus on starting well. See if we can get more positive actions than the Bulls. See how can we manipulate situations to find the point of difference. So obviously the good start did help in terms of, okay, we've got them and we can apply pressure, and then how can we convert that?
You mentioned just earlier the Bulls seem to be playing more of the ball in hand kind of a thing. I'm wondering, when you played against Jake White's Bulls, it was easier to prepare. You've had 5 years of history. Coming up against Johan, you know the history with the Lions. How much more difficult was it to plan for this game, do you think?
I don't think it's a massive difference, but the Bulls, and again, it's not saying Jake this or Akkers this, but they played a bit more of a defensive kicking suffocate game. Like I said, if you've got outside backs like Stuvino and Sebastian and Kainen and Kurtley and Billy and Cheswell, I can understand you want to attack a little bit more. You want to be a little bit more dynamic and threaten that way as well, because once you get that right, and then you kick, you tend to isolate a little bit better. Our main message was, if they play, it's a big threat, but if you can somehow manage or stop it, there's also opportunity.
And going to the EPCR, you've got the USC. You actually, like you said, on a 3-win run now, and the likes. What's your focus like? Is it going to be USC, EPCR, or how far do you, which one of the two do you prioritize? If I may ask that question.
I think you can prioritize two. Obviously, it puts a bit of stress on our squad. The challenge is you go into Newcastle, which I think 2 weeks ago was already frozen and snowed and all of that. So, at what extent do you want to put travel stress onto the players? At what extent do you want to go from 25 to 35 degrees into -5? To what extent do we want to expose players and then come back and play the Stormers away? So I think 4 out of our 6 games coming up now is away from home. That obviously puts stress as well. So important for us to manage bodies, important for us to manage loads. That's why we had a big 3 weeks leading up to this game, because the next time we can tweak a little bit in terms of volume, and that is only in Feb. I think everyone that we've shown that we use the squad a little bit in EPCR. Do you believe the squad is a little bit better prepared this year than last year? So at home we would want to try and keep momentum and do something special there. And away, especially Newcastle is away and Puppinon is away, see if we can find a way to get a win.
I think just on the USC last year, you started with a bang and then sort of dropped away. This year, you started a bit slower, but you're actually picking up momentum. You want to keep it. In the USC specifically, what would your target be for the USC as a competition? Where would you want to end, apart from winning it, obviously?
The goal will always be to win it. I think the history has shown itself, apart from the final, the more you can play at home in knockout games, the better your chances to get there. So obviously top 8 will be a target, because then you've got the opportunity to do something. But I think all the teams gun for a home quarterfinal, home semi-final, because then it actually becomes a lot more possible.
Thank you. Well done.
Ek net terug weer na enkele aspekte van hierdie wedstryd. Ek het nou vir Akkers ook gevra onder andere oor die vaste fasette, en hy reken julle was redelik gelyk op, veral by die scrums. Dit het gelyk asof dit goed gaan van die lynstande en van die scrums met tye ook. Maar julle het 'n ekstra voorvoet besit ook gehad, en daai aanval wat julle kon, of die besit wat julle kon onskep met aanval, dit moet jou redelik gelukkig maak op hierdie stadium waar julle is en hoe julle dit doen.
Ja, ek dink Paris en Jules doen ongelooflike goeie werk. Spelers het, ek dink ons setpiece het gegroei, kom ek begin so. Ek dink ons setpiece het definitief gegroei. En soos ek net gesê het, as jou setpiece nie ten minste 50-50 is op beloftes nie, het jy eintlik nie kans nie. Hulle gaan stram skrap skop hom uit, mol, penalty, skop hom weer uit. So jy is heeldag op die agtervoet, heeldag is jy besig om mols te stop. So ons het ook geweet, dit lyk of hulle sterker skram, hulle tweede skram was. En ek dink, Eddie is op loon van ons van Griekwas af, en ek dink is 'n great debuut vir hom gewees. By verder die meeste pressure wat hy onder was, so om daar respons te sien. Ek dink môre Brandon speel eintlik ongelooflik goeie rugby, sy setpiece met van krag tot krag gegaan. Weertjie wat hier junior was, dit help. Ons twee jong stitte met Eshe en RF, groei elke game. En die ou kop in die middel, Franke maar hierdie prentjie al gesien. So ek dink ons setpiece is baie meer konstant as wat was in die verlede, kom ons sê so, en vandag het hulle gekompeteer, so ja, bly vind.
Colleagues, anybody happy?
Laaste een, sorry, die jy het altyd baie talent op die laaste 2-3 jaar gehad in die span. Almal kon sien as dis goeie talent en ons praat al van nou as wat hulle weggaan en so aan, maar dis asof die span nou begin klik en selfvertroue kry. Voel jy dis dalk die seisoen moet hulle gaan deurbreek met hierdie ouens wat, ek bedoel daar's regtig 'n paar ouens wat springbokke van die toekoms is in jou span. Of daai ouens gaan begin klik en voel jy kan nou deurbreek en uiteindelik daai bommetjie van die rug af kry.
Ek hoop so vir die seisoen en ek glo so vir die Springbokke. Ons voel en ek sal dit vir julle sê, ek daag die span uit, daar's heidaglik 2 wat in balle speel. Ek hoop volgende jaar 4 en ek hoop die jaar daarna sal 6 en ek hoop die jaar daarna sal 8. As jy in die span kom sit en jy droom is nie meer om so te speel nie, dan is motivering bietjie moeiliker en bietjie anders. Kelly en Peko wat heidaglik seker een van ons mees konstante spelers is, het gister 22 geword. So as jy kyk, Bronson, hy wat vandag teen ervare ouens gespeel het en ek dink altyd goed gespeel, is 22 jaar oud. So dit gesê, ek dink ons was jonk in die laaste 2-3 jaar, weet ons was jonk gewees. Ek dink die doelwit sal wees is oor 2-3 jaar van nou af is almal tussen 24 en 28 en almal het 100 plus caps, die gemiddelde groep. So dit is moeilik met onervare spelers, maar dit is in dieselfde asem opwindend wanneer ons voel ons kan teen 'n sekere tempo speel, ons voel ons kan seker goed met hulle probeer en bietjie meer ambisieus wees. Partykeer is al foute as gevolg van dit, maar ek dink dit is tog wel 'n groei tussen die laaste 2 jaar en hierdie jaar. Dit voel of ons foute nie meer so duur is nie. So spreek 'n bietjie na besluitneming en dit voel ook of hulle verstaan bietjie meer om druk te hanteer en druk toe te pas.
Coach, how difficult has it been just with the previous 3 wins, and losing personnel, and having to sort of get back in again? How difficult has that been in getting your momentum going and getting the wins?
As much as it's a challenge, it's probably why I'm also proud. The Scarlets win was desperate, it was scrappy, it was a street fight. Also, I think we managed to get a bit of momentum and start playing our identity a little bit more. There is challenges at prop. Currently, we've got 6 injuries. Losing Lenko early, which was he was unbelievable against Ulster and Scarlets. Losing him early, guys coming in and making a plan. Not different than the Bulls. I mean, they've lost both Dave and Jan as well. But seeing the guys stepping in and stepping up and playing for each other, challenge. But also, I must be honest, I'm really proud today of Niku. I mean, we ended Hashett 9, Niku 10, Chris 12. Everyone out of position. Gianni on the wing, then Kiwan on the wing, then Gianni fullback. So one thing is that Rassi showed that anyone can play everywhere, and I think again our level of performance throughout the bank, doesn't matter what your number is, I think is slightly better than a year ago, definitely.
A bit of a cheeky one, Coach. Getting your win after playing against Coach Johan, who was previously coach at Lions. How was that like?
Just gave him a big hug on the way out. He said, "Have you got media?" And I said, yes. He said, well, yours is going to be easier than mine. Immense respect for him as a person, character. We've got some unbelievable memories together, touring all over the world. Great memories in change rooms, great memories in team rooms, great memories in hotel rooms. Huge guy, great family. So they've got a too good squad to not be competitive. So, but just for him, the sincere greed before and the sincere greed afterwards, I think that's the camaraderie of rugby. So huge respect for him, and yeah, just honoured.